A quiet school library can quickly descend into chaos.
Jefferson County 911.
Yes, I'm a teacher at Columbine High School. There is a student here with a gun.
Okay, has anybody been injured, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the school is in a panic. And I'm in the library. I've got students down under the table kid.
With the rising of active shooting incidents in the United States, many students feel as if the safety in school has been jeopardized.
According to an active shooter study done by the FBI, from 2000 to 2013, there's been a grand total of 27 active shooter school-related incidents, resulting in over 57 killed and 50 injured.
According to Everytown, since 2013, there has been nearly 160 gun-related incidents on school grounds, averaging about one a week. Parents had developed a frightening urgent desire to pull their kids from classes due to the amount of gun violence that students may face. We sat down with a mayor in our hometown of Parkland, located in South Florida, in order to discuss protocols for active shooter incidents.
I think that gun safety is vitally important, especially around our schools, because we need to promote a safe learning environment. I think that some of the improvements that our schools made as far as single point of access to keep people out of the schools that don't belong on the campus are a big improvement. But I think we always need to work harder to make sure that we're doing everything that we can with regard to gun safety on school campuses. And I think that we should have very strict policies, and every law should be enforced to make sure that there are no future issues. The City of Parkland contracts with the Broward Sheriff's Office for police services, so we have in place police and public safety officers that are available through the county, through our local contract, and we rely on the county for the services.
But the issue of school safety isn't just a local concern, it's a federal one. We sat down with 21st District Congressman Ted Deutsch to talk about his input on the matter.
I've been in Congress for almost 6 years, and the biggest frustration that I've had is that since the shootings in Connecticut, since Sandy Hook, that we've not been able to do anything in Washington, nothing to try to take meaningful action to help reduce the level of gun violence in this country. And so we have moments of silence in Congress where my colleagues all stand on the House floor, Democrats and Republicans together, from whatever state the latest tragedy took place in, the latest massacre took place in, and ask all of us to have a moment of silence in honor of the victims. And we should. But I think we're not honoring their memory unless we actually take meaningful action to pass legislation to make the communities that we live in safer.
Even though there's multiple solutions to the same problem, a lack of unity will lead us to nowhere. The Sandy Hook shooting was one of the most tragic school attacks to have happened in recent years. This should have to be one of the last speeches a president should give on the subject. But if we do nothing, it won't be.
School in Newtown, Connecticut. Most of those who died were just young children with their whole lives ahead of them. And every parent in America has a heart heavy with hurt. Among the fallen were also teachers, men and women who devoted their lives to helping our children fulfill their dreams. So our hearts are broken today. We grieve for the families of those we lost, and we keep in our prayers the parents of those who survived. Because as blessed as they are to have their children home, they know that their child's innocence has been torn away far too early. As a nation, we have endured far too many of these tragedies in the last few years.
Although we have talked to officials on the matter, it is the students and teachers who will be the ones in danger.
I feel gun safety is a big issue right now because a lot of incidents with guns have been happening recently, and I feel that although they're important to have, they're just not safe anymore.
We could have 1,000 video cameras. We could have a video camera in every classroom. We could have ankle bracelets on every kid and track everything and have metal detectors and all the rest of that. And yeah, that would give us a little more safety maybe. But really what it comes down to is human intelligence. It's just like dealing with any other part of bad out there, that it comes down to human intelligence and people talking. And, you know, when you start talking about mental health issues with students that are having a hard time dealing with life, you know, whether life means what's going on at home or at school or in both places, that they have an outlet and they have a way of being able to talk to somebody, and that probably would solve a lot more problems.
It is to our conclusion that the safety of students and staff during active school shooting incidents is the most important and viable cause to be brought up to the presidential campaign.
No student should have to have fear in their school, and this creates an unpleasant learning environment and a place that was to drive us towards academic excellence.
And although the past is behind us, it lingers on our shoulders, a harbinger for the futures to come and our very ambient present.